On this Saturday morning at the First African Methodist Episcopal Church on Capitol Hill, around 50 women are sewing. What they are making will be taken later this year to Africa.
These are pockets. All of these are individually cut, sewn.
The group is making kits which contain reusable feminine menstrual pads. They will be given to young women in the country of Cameroon, where a lot of them don't have access to feminine products. These kits could literally make the difference between going to school or not.
They will miss school, and so they could miss almost a month. When you think about a year of school, they could miss up to a month of school. And so that puts them behind.
And in some cases, it may keep them from the unthinkable.
Others have to do sexual favors to get their money for tuition or their money to buy sanitary products.
This group of mainly women, but some men, is a combination of the Saturday Sewing Sisters, which is part of the Sarah Allen Sisterhood Women's Ministry at First African Methodist Episcopal Church, and the Seattle LAMBIE Sister City Association. About this time last year, they were planning a trip to LAMBIE, a port city in Cameroon, and wanted to make sure they didn't come empty-handed.
We wanted to have some reason to wrap our trip around. We were going certainly to see the delegate there, and it was an official Seattle, delegation. But we also wanted to have some other reason to connect with people there.
We thank you for presenting this gift.
Before they went, an organization called Days for Girls, based out of Linden, Washington, came and trained the women on how to make feminine product kits, which contain 2 pairs of underwear, soap, a washcloth, Ziploc bags, and the pads that can be reused for 3 years. And in January, 10 of the women traveled from Seattle to LAMBIE, Cameroon, in Africa to bring 1,200 kits made with love and care. The response was amazing.
I get very emotional about our trip to Cameroon. One, it was my first time ever traveling to the continent, and to be surrounded by the fabulous young ladies that were so appreciative of what we were bringing to them.
They felt like it was a gift. We told them to cherish it and love it, and they did. Showed it off to their friends. They were very excited, they were very happy.
And just to see these girls' faces light up when they got these kits was just heartbreaking. Heart-opening, actually. They cheered, they laughed, they giggled, and some of the girls were very uncomfortable talking about a menstrual cycle, but by the time we were talking to them about it openly and honestly, they were able to talk about it.
The group will be going back in December to bring more kits because they weren't able to fulfill all the need when they were there in January, which was heartbreaking for them.
The first school that we went to, high school, we had planned to leave 70 kits there because that wasn't one of the schools that was on our list to begin with. But we had figured out that we had maybe 100 extra kits that we would be able to disperse some other places. So we determined to leave about 70 of them there. Well, when we went into the room, there were almost 200 girls in that room. And so that was really hard.
On the next trip, they will bring 1,500 kits. But what will be different for this trip is that they will also be teaching the women of Africa how to make the kits for their young women as a way to empower them to help fill this critical need they are so passionate to help with.
I wake up every morning thinking about it. I go to bed at night thinking about it, trying to make sure that we have even more kits to take this time.
When you look around this room and see all of these women in here, these are women from all over the city, not just our church. This could not have happened just, without this being God-driven, and I really do believe that.
Watch City Stream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle Channel, or get video on demand and podcast anytime at seattlechannel.org.